Alrighty, we're just in the northwest side of the field. You can see there's a little river running down here. That's no good. Got tons of rain over the last 24-30 hours. As you can see, I got a little river here coming into my field. Not looking good. The whole upper property has been flooded out. I'll kind of show you a little bit what's going on today. Yeah, as you can see, the road that I worked on the other day to level out, yeah, she's flooded. So this is a really big issue that I have to deal with. Really, really big issue. Not good at all. So it's flooding over the second trench here, coming down, flooding everything out, coming onto my road, and then dumping into my field. Luckily it's missing my house. Basement's dry, so that's good. All right, so I'm kind of standing on the berm here of the second trench, kind of breaking over here. Lots of water's coming down the mountain. So one of the projects is to clear out this trench a little bit better and divert the water away from the house and the field. Behind me there, that's river flowing down there. That shouldn't be like that. It's all coming from the upper property, and I'll show you that in a bit. The rain needs to stop. So let's walk up through this river here. This will be my future road to get up into the back property. Like I said, this is where the pigs are going to live here in the next couple months. So we're going to have to deal with all this water flow management issue. This was dry a couple days ago. So that's where we just came walking up. Like I said, this is a road, or will be a road, and should be flooded. All right, let's continue up this little river, creek, water runoff area. Water is just pissing out of the mountain, coming any which way it can. All right, let's try to get through this to the main electrical line, and then I'll show you more damage. Okay, there's the big burn pile. The second trench kind of goes right in the back there and cuts through. That's where I just kind of walked up. But this is a road. And look at all this water coming down. Here's the Fortis electrical line. Again, road goes all the way up this way, up into the middle property. Just pissing water down there. Man, incredible. Okay, let's go for a walk up here. Just walking under the Fortis electrical line, which runs through my property. Pretty much runs through everybody's property in this valley. Holy. It's almost like you can go fishing in here. I found the major problem coming up here. I have a pretty, I don't know, meter wide creek, pretty substantial. It doesn't run all year round, only obviously in the wet season. I think last year it dried out around July, but it's flowing over the berm and it's coming down the road. Fortis gas line is just up past these bushes and trees. My couple neighbors up here, up by the gas line. Well, look at all this water. This was the road that the loggers used to get up to this section of the property. And I'll show you the creek that I'm talking about. Probably can hear it flowing pretty good. There it is. I'm kind of, I would say, halfway up my property towards the mountain. I call this the middle section of the property. This creek behind me, it flows from the north side of the property, kind of on a diagonal, to the south side of the property, and then it leaves my property and goes between my two neighbors down towards the highway and then into the Kootenay River. I always look at this this big tree as my landmark. That's on the south side of my property, way up there, and up there is the Fortis gas line. So we'll walk up there and I'll show you where the creek kind of starts on the north side of my property, and then I'll show you where it's busted through the berm. Okay, I just crossed the creek, walking up to the gas line. It's looking good over here. It's kind of on a higher side up in here. Creek's over here. Okay, we made it to the gas line. All right, behind me is the upper third of my property. I'm about 2/3 up from the highway. Walking to the creek on the north side of the property by the gas line. Holy, look at it flowing. Look at that. And then look at the mess down there. Well, we got a really big issue here. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about it right now. Kind of have to let it work its course. The damage has been done, and we're gonna have to have a project here. Kind of clean up this whole creek area, divert the water into the creek so it doesn't flood the whole property and into my neighbor. So just add it to the to-do list. So the goal is going to have to be to keep the water in the creek, dig it down, berm it up on the downhill side, create some swales down below towards the house and highway, divert all the water. What a mess. Big property, big problems. Making my way down the property here. Checking out the damage. Look at this. So here's one spot that it's breaking over the berm, starting to flood up here. Not good, not good at all. Okay, I think I'm at the worst spot here. Definitely breaking over. Look at all that flood. This is the creek. That's where I walked over the creek to walk up to the gas line. But it's flooded all over this. Look at that. That's the flooded area right there, breaking over the creek. It's all spilt over the creek, flooding down the mountain, down the road that I walked up to my house. Just another day on the farm. What a flooded mess. Okay, I'm gonna make my way back down to the house. Just walking down the river road. Wow. Incredible. And the snow melt hasn't even happened yet. So this is a road, not a river, but today it's a river. So I made it back to the power line. I'm gonna hang a righty-tighty and we're gonna go walk under the power line to where the creek is supposed to leave the property. Right by this power pole is my property line. Just gonna walk there and I'll show you where the creek leaves my property. Okay, so we made it to the south side of the property under the power line. It's basically my property boundary. And here's the creek that leaves my property. See my little flags? So right now I'm right on my property line. So the creek goes onto my neighbor's property and then down towards the highway. Okay, I'm walking back to the north side of my property under the power line. This is the biggest problem. Well, besides way up in the middle section. I'm gonna make my way back to the large burn pile where the second trench is. Pretty incredible. Oh, look at the sun's out. It's gonna melt more snow, make more flood. Good. Again, that's a road. This is a road right there, not a river. Okay, I'm standing in the second trench. Water's flowing down, but it's also flowing everywhere else. We got a big problem here. Big job to do later this spring and into summer. Have to control this water runoff. It's hard to farm when all the animals are going to be flooded. Oh, I think the only place dry on the property is where the pig pen is going to be. Pretty dry in there. Well, there you have it. I'm going to end this video here. A little quick update on the flood situation. Oh man, what have I signed up for? Anyways, thanks for joining my adventure, my journey. One task at a time. Well, it's starting to rain again. I'm gonna go inside and get dry. See you next time. Bye for now.